Namo Gurudev Namo Om 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 Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev 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 Gurudev Namo 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 Gurudev Gurudev Namo Gurudev Gurudev Namo 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 Gurudev Gurudev Namo We are sovereign beings. We are here to liberate ourselves and to be free and our creative original expression. So join me now on this path of setting ourselves free by being our most original, authentic, genuine, honest self. It's a practice, it's a devotion, it's a dedication to you every day, to tuning you every day to the vibration of joy. I am a playful girl, you are a playful boy and playful girl, and we are the children of God, the children of love. And love never strays and never leaves us. It's always there. We just have to listen. We just have to attune ourselves. Because this world can be a world without stress, without fear, without negativity, without anger, resentment, or bitterness. We just have to tell ourselves, remind ourselves that heaven on earth, we are liberated. We are free to decide how we feel, how we are. So if emotions run high, which sometimes they do, just remind yourself, do you really want to participate in that? Is that your decision? Or is it deciding you? Is the frustration, is the anger, is the confusion, is that you deciding it? Or do you feel like it is deciding you? And if you feel like it's deciding you, it's time to tell yourselves, I am the one that decides how I am. If you want to be happy, want to be joy, as we all do in our heart, you have to be devoted. Because the fear will come. There's no escaping that. But since we are all children, and since we're all parents at the same time, we are children and parents, our parent self can tell our child self there's nothing to fear. You're supported. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen. And you will hear the divine love of God, of your higher self, of your spirit guides. They're in the stillness. They're in the ocean breeze. They're in the ocean waves. They're in the sound of birds, the sound of trees moving in the wind, the sound of a creek, the sound of a dog, the sound of a little turtle's foot crawling on the ground, the sound of the hissing of giant suns. You listen, you will know that all is going well. Just have patience. Don't be so hard on yourself. The first card we have is Manifestation. The second card we have is Storm. And the third card we have is Confidence. And the fourth card we have is Right Order. So, Manifestation and Storm, they seem like a partnership's going on with Manifestation and Storm. I feel that this change is big. This change that is coming is a monumental change in your life. It is something you've been working on for years. And I feel with this change, it's going to come in swift. It's going to just lift you up, kind of like Dorothy taken to Wizard of Oz. All of a sudden, Dorothy's home is just in this foreign land where there's these new set of rules that completely contradict Kansas City's rules or the rules of planet Earth itself. So it's adjusting yourself. And this is where confidence comes in. Confidence is the eye on the prize. As you can see, all focus goes inward at the target. All the light energy is honing in on what is important. So this manifestation may bring a lot of people's opinions, a lot of people's suggestions, their judgments on how you should be, how you should act, how you are, and what needs to change about you. But through your confidence, through you got your eyes on the prize, on the bigger picture, on what is you really want to be, what you really are, you'll be able to maneuver through this storm with grace. It's all about trust. That's with confidence. It's about trust. Because though Dorothy's home is spinning through a tornado, we can either A, turn completely neurotic, as we tend to, but I feel like we've collectively experienced the paranoia leading to neurotic for thousands of years. I think it's time to choose a new way of responding. Or B, you can choose to just hold on. Just hold on and just have faith that soon it's not even looking for to make sense. Because I was about to say, soon it will make sense. But I feel manifestations, life itself, the divine order, the divine timing, the sequence in which things happen in our life, I feel like a lot of it doesn't really make sense. Kind of like Wizard of Oz. Doesn't really quite make sense why the lion lacks his courage, or why the Tin Man needs a heart, or why the Scarecrow... What is the Scarecrow missing? A brain. Doesn't really quite make sense why it's like that. But the thing is, I feel like we're not here to try to make sense of everything and why it is, because it kind of drains our energy. And it takes away from our creative imagination when we're trying to analytically figure out why it is the way it is. It's so much simpler to just be in what is now while you use your confidence to focus, pinpoint in what it is that you seek to manifest for yourself in this life, and to devote yourself to it, to clear your life, because as you notice, this card is kind of disorganized, so it's getting yourself organized, getting yourself in a balance where you're practical, but you're also extremely imaginative. Because imagination needs that practicality to organize it, because there are individuals who are extremely imaginative, but have no idea what to do with that, because it's just woo-woo. It's just woo-woo. And what is woo-woo? Woo is just imagination, ideas that doesn't know how to manifest itself in a tangible sense. And that's what practicality does. It helps you to manifest it into the tangible sense, where our tactile senses can perceive it, can feel it. So some of you guys have a very extreme imagination, and it's a little bit all over the place. It's a little disorganized like this card. You have a lot of flowing going on, and you're just pouring with this creativity. It's like childlike creativity. But I feel a lot of you just don't know what to do with it. But they're saying to organize yourself. Step into your practicality. And the way to step into your practicality is through your confidence. Because all things are done through a sense of confidence, which is a sense of self-esteem and self-worth. And self-worth is deciding, you know what? I'm going to trust in what is in front of me. I'm going to trust in my ideas. I'm going to take some form of action steps. And you'll know when you're making some form of practical action steps when your life begins to feel more organized. It begins to feel as though it's not just a bunch of scattered pieces that don't really make sense. They're creative pieces, but they don't really make sense. So gaining that sense of clarity, especially with this manifestation, that's going to bring a lot of stormy weather, okay? Because there is energies that are this jealousy and this envy that's coming up. And I feel like a lot of you watching this have experienced that. And not verbally, but we are all telepathic beings. So what is going on inside you towards me, I can feel it. Especially if I'm allowing myself. If I want to experience that jealousy or an envy, but if I don't, it's like switching off. You know, if you don't want to watch TV, you just switch off. If you do want to listen to it and fall asleep to it, you have it on. But if you don't want to fall asleep to that, you just switch it off. The same thing goes with jealousy or envy, because there is that, and some people wonder, maybe I shouldn't do this endeavor. Maybe I shouldn't take this trip, or maybe I shouldn't move to this location or pursue this big dream. Because some of you guys got big dreams, even possibly moving to California or moving to a major city where you can really promote your art or your music or your dance or your Kundalini practice or your book. There's a lot of creative energy, but it's going to require a lot of courage, like the lion. You have to be balanced. You have to be like the lion, have courage. You have to be like the Tin Man and have a good heart. All very heart-centered. Trust in your heart. And you have to have practicality and logic like the Scarecrow. And you have to follow the Yellow Brick Road like Dorothy. You have to follow it, because we don't know where Dorothy is going. I mean, we know because we've watched the movie. But when the movie came out, nobody really knew. All they knew is that she's trying to go to the wizard, but who is the wizard? Nobody knows. He's going to make a wish. Okay, okay, that's very vague. I guess a wish so she can go home. But we are on this Yellow Book Road, and we have no clue. No clue about really where we're going. We meet people along the way, and we say hello, and then we say goodbye. But it's absolutely fundamental that you allow yourself to say the hello and say the goodbye. Because if you can't, how are you going to be able to handle this manifestation or handle the storm? Because the very first lesson is of hello and goodbye. That's the first lesson in letting go of the karma that binds people. Because the karma that binds people to people, even situations or habitual patterns, is this inability to allow the door to open and allow the door to close. It's so we're fighting with the door. We want to keep the door open, so we're just kind of forcing it open. Or we want to close the door, so we're trying to close it unnaturally when the door is not really ready to close. So what happens is it keeps us stuck at the door. Because we think that we need this to happen in order for us to move on to the next door. So we find ourselves just at the door, messing with it, trying to force it open or trying to force it closed, and just there all day trying to figure it out. But if you just kind of let the door like swing open or swing close, it's naturally you're going to find yourself kind of in a progression, in a movement forward. Instead of a movement that is just like a door, you're trying to just resisting and just all there all day. So this divine order, I feel the energy of it is deeply organizing yourselves. It's like this practicality. A lot of you guys who have done a lot of the work of, stillness, visualization, setting your intention that's been for years, I feel like there is a windfall of excitement coming your way and enthusiasm more so, and it's playfulness. So the playfulness I feel could very much be of just all these people coming to you all of a sudden. It's just like you magnetize a bunch of people into your life with the different energies and different ways of expressing themselves, and you may be overwhelmed because there is an overwhelmed energy about this manifest in this storm. Because whenever we ask for things, such as something very expansive, but the reason why it doesn't manifest for a lot of people is because they're not energetically in the place to receive it and to actually do something with it. Meaning they get overwhelmed, they get fearful, and what happens? They back out. They're like, I don't think I want this. So the divine is very particular about the expansiveness that they give in the form of tangible manifestations in the materialism realm. Because few people can handle it. Few people have the organization within themselves to not get overwhelmed, to not get fearful, and just to back out or to run and hide in a corner and decide, I don't want an expansive life. I just want a little life in my house, in my solitude, in my meditation, where I'm not really recognized. Because when you're recognized, when you truly are recognized, when you allow yourself to be recognized, everything comes at you. And that's what we organize ourselves. We organize ourselves in a balanced fashion where we recognize, I can turn it off and on. If someone's jealous or envy or any of that energy, I don't need to participate in that. And that takes an organized, confident self to not get kind of whiplashed by all the energies coming at them into using their empathy, you could say, or empathic ability to feel people's emotions, since we're all telepathically connected. We're all telepathically just got cords. Every human being and every animal and every plant is connected. We can feel that. Those who can balanced in organizedness as can cut it off are more able to handle that energy. And that's why when it comes to fear, when it comes to this overwhelming feeling of just want to scream, just want to be angry, just want to rip things up, all of that high, you need to project that high into something that is not destructive. So the high energy, that release, is what you're feeling when you're wanting to rip something up, or when you're wanting to scream or throw something or say something mean to somebody. You're wanting to release because there's something inside of you that's boiling. And like all things that boil, it spills over. So the way to spill it over is to do it in a way that is of a body movement that promotes health, that promotes vitality, because that energy is energy. It's circulate and release. And if you find a way to release that in a way that energizes your spirit, that empowers your spirit rather than disempowers and just automatically just drains you, it hurts your shoulders, it begins to hurt your back, all of that release and unhealthy, such as screaming, yelling, you'll find yourself just being in more control. And that is the whole point of with manifestation and setting our intentions and receiving really good things. Because the fear comes with it, the overwhelming, like, oh my gosh, should I really manifest that? So it's about learning how to be able to release that energy in a way that we don't have ourselves, especially in relationships, screaming or saying like a curse word or having conversations with our spouse or our significant other that we shouldn't really be having, that's just not going anywhere. Even I was reading a piece of literature that is really old, like the 1800s, and it was just going on again about we're all going to hell, just stating in a different way. It was like 3-5 pages of just old English. We're going to hell, you're going to hell, the fiery fires are going to take you, the floor is going to fall, and you're going to fall in hell, like that kind of stuff. And you read one page and you know it all. Read one paragraph, you know it all. So sometimes in relationships, we do that, where you say one thing and you're just stating the same thing in another way, and then it goes on for hours and hours and it just doesn't go anywhere. So that is a form of stagnation. And stagnation isn't healing, especially relationship. So the way to rephrase it is to leave it open for another person's perspective to come in to change it. Okay, when we get so, I feel like this, you're not leaving it open for another perspective or suggestion to come in, such as I am angry. That's not, I am angry, I'm upset, I'm sad. But are you saying, basically stating, I'm sad today, but I'm willing to da-da-da. That's leaving the door open for energy to come in. You're basically stating,